Hey guys, this is Paul from Smart Easy DIY. Today I wanted to make a video specifically about these extension kits for the Sommer garage door openers. This is specifically just for that part. So if you're installing your garage door opener, you have to put one of these extension kits in because you need it to be longer because your door is taller. That's what my situation is. That's what this video is about. It's not for the rest of the opener, just for that part. So let's get started. So in my case, I have 10-foot tall garage doors that I'm installing. This track is about 10 feet, I believe, or just over. But I need to have this extension kit in order for it to work. So I'm going to show you how to put this one together. So during the assembly, if you got to this point and you're wondering how to assemble it, this is why I'm making this video, is to show this, the extension part. So you can just take everything out for now. I'm going to just take that off for right now. I like to put it on later once I know where it goes. So now slide this together. It'll bottom out right here. And then I can add it onto my existing rail. I don't know if it really matters where it goes on the rail, but I chose to do it in this location. As far as assembly of the chain for this extension right here, they send all this stuff along to splice it. As far as I know, it doesn't matter which side you do on the chain, just as long as you pick a side. But so you want to put this splice kit together like this, and then you might need a pliers for this. I've done it. You can see the splice kit right here. You can slip it on there, and then I'm going to try to hold somewhere on the chain here, maybe down below here with one pliers, and try to push with another pliers. There we go. What you want to do is hook one end of the chain right in here. Okay, now before you tighten this chain up so you can still have some slack in it to work with, right where this splice is that you put in the chain, they have this black plastic thing here. I think it's like a spacer or something. Has magnets on the bottom. So right in this general location, from what my garage door opener guy told me, the guy that sold them to me, he lives a couple hours away, so he really didn't want to come this far to install them. It goes right by this splice right here. See how it clips in here and then it magnetizes? And it holds the chain at the proper space off of the track, I think for the motor to ride up and down. So anyway, it goes right in here and it clips. It can only go in the certain spots. Like you can't put it in the wrong spot, it won't fit, from what I can tell. And those little hooks on top, they're almost like little teeth. They go in that bottom one. And then you clip the two together, and then since it magnetizes, now that's just for the extension part. This already has it on right here. If in doubt, you can refer to this. It's kind of under this motor. You can release the motor and slide it, and then you can see at the one that's factory installed. So that's really the only time you have to worry about it, is if you have an extension like this. Then we go down on this end of the track. There's a bunch of stuff in this bag, but I'm mostly interested in this part right here. So you want to pull your chain tight, make sure that it's not twisted or anything. Make sure that it's laying nice. Slide this in the end here. I just have a little ratchet that's 1/2 inch or 13 millimeter. And usually it needs a little bit of loosening to get this chain on. So I loosened it. Right here's the threads. Loosen it to just where the threads are still showing. You don't want to have it pop off, or else you got to figure out how to get it back on there, which it's not that hard. But then you want to pull this chain. Make sure it's not twisted or anything. It's pretty hard to twist it because it wants to go nice and straight and flat. So then you want to give it a 1/4 turn, just like the other end, to get it in here, and then it locks in like that. Now see this arrow right here? You can refer to your installation manual to make sure, but in mine, I want this tension mark to be right here. There's kind of like a flat spot, like a washer, and then the spring in there is tapered, the tensioner spring. So you want to kind of get it where the two meet. So you can go ahead and put it in forward. Watch so this part doesn't turn. While you're doing it, you can kind of hold it till it gets some tension on it. Then you can just tighten it up. Now see how that spring's going around and around? Now I want it right in that gap right there. Right where the spring is sometimes a little tapered, depending on where it is in the spring, but right where the two come together, the spring and the taper, you can kind of see. And if you get too much, you can just back it down a little bit. But you can refer to your installation manual for sure, the correct tension on there, because you want to have it nice and tight, but not too tight. Whether you're doing the extension or not, this part is all the same. The only thing that's different on the extension of course, is just this part here and then this little magnet part and splicing the chain. That's the only difference. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel. And again, I wanted to tell you the reason that I made this video is because I couldn't find any information online or anywhere about it. The guy that was going to install it lived a couple hours away, so he really didn't want to install it if he didn't have to. So I ended up doing my own install, and then that's when I discovered this whole situation and thought I would kind of clarify how this extension kit works. So if this video was helpful, if you guys could do me a favor and contact Sommer USA, their headquarters is in North Carolina. Let them know that Paul from Smart Easy DIY YouTube channel sent you. And I appreciate the support, guys. And as always, thanks for watching.